Hey, thanks so much for clicking on this video and welcome to the Haves and the Have-Nots review here on YouTube. If you're a fan of Tyler Perry, you've come to the right place. Be sure to click that subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content on the channel. And also check me out on these social media platforms, and links in the description below will lead you to my Twitter, Instagram, Facebook group, and Facebook page. Once again, thanks for joining in and enjoy the video.
We are giving this money back. She lies, and she's gotten people killed, and you want to keep it.
Benny, beware. No good can come from such dark deeds.
What do you want?
You've been chosen.
Brace yourself.
Everybody's looking for the guy. Everybody's after him.
I got something for you. Just as tight.
There are only 2 episodes remaining before the season finale only Tyler Perry can deliver.
You bring that money back, or you have no concept of what's going to happen to you.
All right, have and have not fans, and that was the preview for next Tuesday's episode, The Chosen. Just a friendly reminder, after next Tuesday's episode, well, unfortunately, we will only have 2 more, one on the 30th and one on November the 6th. But you know what? That's what I love and hate towards the end of a season of the Haves and the Have-Nots. It gets really, really good right before it ends. Really good right before it ends. But let's look at the preview for The Chosen. If you saw my episode review, and thank you all so much. That video is doing extremely well, and a lot of people did agree with my thoughts in the episode. I thought it was a pretty solid episode. 9 out of 10 from this guy. Benny was the only part I hated. No lie, Benny was the only thing I hated about the episode. And I'm going to be completely honest. At this point, I'm thinking I'm disliking Benny more than Candace now. But let's jump to the preview. Basically, Hannah's going off on Benny. It looks like we're picking up exactly where well, not exactly where we left off. Maybe we're going to pick up the episode with Candace and Charles, then go back to the bank. But in any case, I was pissed because I don't know why Tyler Perry decided to draw out the last 5 minutes of the episode like it's some big decision for Benny to make, whether or not to sign the papers. But then in the preview for next week, it's painfully obvious that Benny did not sign the document, so the money's still in the account. So I'm still confused as to why Tyler Perry tried to create drama when in reality it's just stupidity. And I'll do a separate video talking about why this is one of the dumbest plots. And for once, and you know, over the past couple of weeks, there's been me going on about Candace and talking about how this is her money. No. The video I do is going to be about Benny's dumbass. That is literally it. That video is coming. Basically, Hannah's going off, and Benny. Why does Benny believe that somebody's after Candace? Because a couple of episodes ago in the hotel room, after finding the $45,000 in blood, counting it out, putting it together that Candace was the one that sent somebody after Hannah, and Candace literally confirmed that. Then she was like, Benny, somebody's going to kill me if I don't get the money. He's like, yeah, right. He gets up and then leaves. So me, along with a bunch of other viewers, were like, well, finally, Benny has stopped listening to Candace. He's going to start doing things right. But now all of a sudden he believes her. And I mean, keep in mind that Benny had a conversation with Derek. So Derek knew that Candace sent Malik over, and he decided, hey, maybe it's best for your mom not to know. Candace comes over. Not only does Hannah put things together for herself that Candace most likely sent the guy, but she even threatened to have a visitor come every night. So Benny, knowing that Candace sent somebody to harm their mom for some money, is now back on the, I don't know, mom, maybe we can keep them. Shut up, Benny. Anyway, Charles chooses Candace, and I believe, you know, he's in the dialogue like, the room's been swept, your phone's scrambled, you won't be able to do anything on it until I leave. Is this what I have to do to deal with somebody like you? And that's why the episode's called The Chosen, because, well, apparently he's chosen her to be first lady. We don't know what her reaction is going to be. That's pretty much it. I'm still suspicious about Charles. I mean, we know he's in season 7, and yes, I did watch those clips from, like, what was it? Was it Entertainment Tonight or Good Morning America? But with Jeffrey Owens, we got some behind the scenes footage of season 7. I'm probably going to wait to do videos on that until maybe next week or so. No rush to do those, just because of the fact that, well, I'm going to need some content to cover while we're on hiatus between early November and most likely early January. So those clips are coming. I did see them during the original air date, but a lot of people have been sending them to me over the past week. But don't worry, they are coming. So we know Charles is going to stick around, but I don't. And this isn't me going on about, I hate Charles and stuff like that. I'm just like, I don't buy him, like his character. I don't buy him. It just seems too Oscar-like in the terms of some guy is pursuing Candace relentlessly. He seems too good to be true. And in most of those situations, they do turn out to be too good to be true. I'm going to leave it at that. Let's see here. Then Mitch is calling Benny. It looks like Mitch is at the Iron Bone bar once again. Even though it looks like Benny said that, hey, I gave you the money to give back to your family, the Malones still are going after Benny for the $9,000 interest. So there's that aspect of it. And I was talking with my mom about it. She was like, well, you think of it this way. When he gave back the money, that pretty much canceled out that payment every 6 months, that deal he had with Vinny. So unless he has the interest, they're still going to come after his ass. Which is why I'm like, well, Benny, you got over $8 million in the bank account. Now would be a good time to withdraw some money out. I'm not going to lie. I would think that he would be able to take care of $9,000 himself as opposed to having Hannah doing it as well for a joint account. So I don't know. It's just ridiculous. Let's see. Wyatt's on the phone, most likely talking with Jeffrey. Candace is on the phone after Charles leaves. It's like she's just on the phone doing stuff. And there's also a scene where it looks like Wyatt is surprised and Candace is surprised as well. Like somebody comes into the room on him. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. Maybe RK comes into Candace's room. I mean, I'm just thinking that somebody that comes into Candace's room that surprises her has to be somebody that has access to the room. And I would think RK with a key would be able to do so. With Wyatt, I'm not sure. Maybe Leo and Mac are, just following him everywhere. Maybe one of his parents is in the room that he's going into because he's probably trying to search the house for drugs. I don't know. And let's see here. Also, Mitch tells Benny to stay put, basically saying that wherever you are, lay low. And Benny's like, no, man, I ain't doing that. And Mitch is like, don't be stupid. So basically, Benny and Wyatt are both in the same boat where the Malones are after their asses and they need to stay put. And why would Benny not listen to Mitch? I mean, remember he said stay at the hotel because the two guys at the bar were checking him out in terms of, they're going to make a move when he makes a move. But then because Mitch said, I'm coming to the hotel to pick you up, Derek calls about Hannah. He decides to rush out of the hotel, and that's how he almost got killed. So why are you deciding not to listen to Mitch now? Basically, Tyler Perry's doing a terrible job with the Benny character. It's just, I don't know what he's doing. That's all I'm saying with that. I don't know what he's doing. Once again, Justin is harassing Jeffrey and Madison. Don't you have some place to be? I don't know. Doesn't he have some place to be working right now? And I think David, thank God, he has his back covered. And he says, my chest is tight. I actually have a theory that David might have a heart attack next week. That video's coming too. Looks like Veronica's going to the bar to visit RK. And RK needs to wise up and watch his back. That's all I got to say about that. Because literally her plan for RK and Jeffrey in the last episode, one of the best parts, even I didn't see that coming, which is a great surprise to me. And let's see here. Looking over my notes, Mitch also said he would speak to Mama Rose, which again, I wish he would show up again. The last part about the trailer itself is, Jim standing off with Hannah, calling her a bitch. Where's my money, bitch? You have over $8 million of my dollars. I'm like, well, Jim, technically it's not really yours, but whatever. And what has me, and I feel bad for Hannah, to be honest. I mean, in this situation, she's between a rock and a hard place. So Jim threatens her, which really goes back to season 2. Remember when, he was on Hannah's case about the fact that she heard Wyatt say that he hit someone at the end of season 1. This was during the midst of the hit and run case of Lil Lizzie, Benny Young being hit by Wyatt, and Jim. This was when, Hannah was in like the hospital all the time with Benny. She came over to the house because Celine wasn't giving Catherine any of Hannah's messages in regards to why she hasn't shown up to work. And when she comes over to see Catherine, Jim meets her in the kitchen and basically tries to make it seem like she's crazy, like you didn't hear anything. It's like, be careful, Hannah. There's no telling what will happen to you out there. And it's like, are you threatening me, Mr. Cryer? And then she stormed out of the house and Catherine rushed out after her, seems like we're going to have the same situation in this episode. And that explains why she's storming out of the house, runs over to Derek, and that's his truck, I'm guessing. So maybe the reason she's storming out of the house and walking away is because maybe Derek gives Hannah a ride over to the Cryer's house to explain the situation about Benny and the money. That will tell us why it doesn't look like she's, going to her car. It looks like she's just walking out. That's the most sense I can make of it. But there we go. But in any case, The Chosen does seem like a good episode. I can't wait to see what happens next week. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What part are you most excited for? Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll talk to you all soon.